Hello all, I'm back again with the final part of my little collection of money that I have, the coins that we use in our everyday life, with a few extras. I'll link the previous video which goes into the 1970s, early 80s currency that we were using, because the majority of changes came in 1986. There was quite a few changes over the next 10 years. So the penny stayed the same, the 2p stayed the same, although they did drop the word new. So that says, I don't know if you can see that, that just says 1 penny. It doesn't say new pence. And that says 2p. It doesn't say new penny, new pence, 2 new pence. Doesn't say the word new anymore. So we have a 1p, a 2p, a 5p, a 10p, a 20p, a 50p, a £1 coin and a £2 coin. So pre-decimalisation we had a lot of coins, and the government said we've got too many coins in our purses and pockets, we're going to get rid of some coinage. So they did that, and then they brought out a £1 coin, a 20p piece and a £2 coin. So we've nearly got the same amount of coins in our pocket as we did have before 1970. Go figure. Now the good thing about, well, the novel thing about the UK coins as they are now is you can see there's a shape on the back of there, and that's the bottom of a shield. When you put the coins down, they make the shape of a shield. I don't know if you can see that clearly. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit. So you have the line atop, the line across the top of the shield, which comes down here, sweeps through the 20p, joins up with the 50p to the bottom of the shield, and then this line continues through the penny. Oh, it's gone fuzzy, it doesn't like my hand. Goes through the penny and curves round to the 50p, and the 5p piece in the middle has sections of all piece of shield. So if you imagine a shield being cut into quarters, the 5p piece is the one that goes in the middle. So we have, there you go, and that goes in the middle of those patterns. 1983 was when they brought in the £1 coin. This one is a modern one. The first one brought out was purely circular. It didn't have the edges on it, but I haven't got one of those, so hey ho, haven't got one of them. And they brought out a £2 coin in 1986, but that was purely commemorative. And then they brought it out into general circulation in 1998, I think. I might be wrong on that one. Please put in the comments if you know. And so yeah, there are coins that we use. Now our notes, are quite pretty. We have a £5 note. I have two. I have my first King Charles £5 note. But a £5 note and a £10 note and a £20 note. They are our current usage of notes. And I've lined up them all one side there, and you will see each is a little bit smaller than the last. So I will bring back the £1 note from pre-decimalisation. So this is the £1 note from before 1971, and this is a £5 note from today. It is a lot smaller than the £1 in length and not so much in height. But that shows you just how much our money's worth now. Oh dear. It's not worth what it used to be. Now, at some point they changed these to plastic ones. So they brought this one out in this, following on from the other one. They brought this one out in, this was 2016, this was 2017, and this was 2020. It's like paper, plasticized polymer. It washes a lot better than the paper stuff used to. So these are our notes. We have a blue, a tealy blue. It's see-through there, that's part of the anti-counterfeiting. And we have the £10 note, which is a brown, orangey brown. And oh, who's on the back of that one? Oh, Churchill's on the back of the £5 note. Jane Austen on the back of the £10 note. And nope, I haven't got a clue. I'll look it up and put his name in on the bottom there. But they've all got this see-through holographic area as part of the counterfeiting. But these modern notes, with them being the polymer, have also got another little detail. You might not be able to pick it up, but hopefully you can. There, you can just see next to the one of the £10 note, little bumps. And there's some there as well. So the £10 note has 2 lots of 4 bumps on them as identifying features. And the £20 note, you see them just there in the middle of the screen. The £20 note has 3 lots of 4 little bumps on the £20 note as an identifying feature for those who have sight issues, which is a very good idea, but we would not have been able to do that with the ordinary paper money. We could only do that with the polymer. So, there we go. So, our money is definitely getting smaller. Our 50 pence has shrunk in 1997. Not much smaller wise, but nearly half the width. And again, with our 10 pences, they shrunk almost to the size of the old shilling. Almost, slightly tiny little bit bigger. And again with our 5 pence piece, that 5 pence piece in 97 was reduced in, no, not 97, 1990. That was reduced to almost half the size and just a fraction slimmer. So yeah, our money is dwindling away. But we don't have a half pence piece anymore. They got rid of that in 1984. 20 pence came in. I've told you about that one. 20 pence came in 1982. See, they change things around. But the interesting thing is they started doing commemorative coins. Now I have a couple here because most of mine are tucked away in books so that I don't lose them. But I have a £2 coin. I have a set of 3, which was the works of Shakespeare, and that is a skull and a rose on there. It's still legal tender and you can still buy things with it, but a lot of people collect the £2 coins because they have sets of them. So this one is a double, so to speak, because I've got 2 of these and then I've got the the dagger and the crown, and I've got the the jester's stick. And that was the William Shakespeare set. I mean, you can Google the £2 coins, the sets, and they'll give you an idea of what people have been collecting and looking for. I also have the set of Paddington Bears on the 50 pence pieces. That's Paddington at St Paul's, and that's Paddington at the Tower of London, and there's Paddington at Buckingham Palace, and there's Paddington at the Underground, I think. But I've got I know I've got doubles of these ones because they're not tucked away in my book. So they're quite interesting, and that's why I've kept hold of them. But I've also got this one, which is the Isle of Man. It's an Isle of Man 50 pence piece, and it has a motorbike on it from the TT races from 1997. So I hope you've enjoyed that.